The question is asking us the potential due to electric dipole. So potential due to what now? Due to an electric dipole at a distance of how much now? A distance of r from the dipole on axial line. So we need to find out means potential on axial line. Sir, we know already potential due to a dipole at any point is given by what formula? V equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught multiplied by P cos theta P cos theta divided by R square. So this general formula we know, that is potential at any point. Now the question is asking us what now, where an axial line. Axial line means what now? Theta must be equal to 0 degree. So then what will happen? Cos 0 degree on axial line. An axial line, theta is 0 degree. Then cos 0 degree become what now? 1. We use here. It will become what now? It will become V equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P divided by R square, where P is what now? Dipole moment. It is given by what formula? P equal to Q multiplied by 2 times of E. So it will become 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q multiplied by 2 times of A divided by what now? Divided by R square. Now where is the option here now? Look at here now. So first option is correct. 2QA. So I wrote 2 times the Q into 2A. There are 2QA, not a issue. Sir, instead of asking axial line, if they ask you equatorial line, so equatorial line what now? Theta become what now? Theta become equal to 90 degree. Then cos 90 degree become what now? 0. Then potential V become 0. So this is the option, correct option for equatorial line. For axial line, this is the correct answer. For equatorial, this is correct answer. What about these two, sir? These two are not correct answers. Not for any other question also. Okay, so this is a question number 17. Okay, let us move on to next question now. For a dipole of charge, this is given. Okay, magnitude is given, distance is given. Okay, calculate the maximum torque of this dipole if electric field is this much. So to calculate torque, what is the formula for torque? Torque tau is given by what formula? P cross E. So this is given by torque equal to P E sine theta, where theta is angle between. So for torque become maximum, for maximum, this sine theta must be equal to what? 1. Okay, for maximum, that is given here. Condition is maximum torque they given. For maximum, sine theta must be equal to what? 1. So the maximum torque is what now? Maximum torque is just P times of E, where P is dipole moment. We need to find P is given by what now? Q multiplied by 2A. Okay, charge how much is given? 2 into 10 power minus 6 into distance is given how much? 0.01. See here, 2A nothing but a D. Don't confuse that. Yes, don't do like this. 2 times of 0.01. So it is wrong. Okay. So 2A nothing but D. It is 0.01. So it will become what now? 2 into 10 power minus 8. Okay. Coulomb meter, because 0.01 is taken as 1 into 10 power minus 2. Okay, now we got dipole moment P. So insert this value. It is 2 into 10 power 8 into electric field. How much is given? 5 into 10 power 5. So yeah, minus 8. It will become 10 into 10 power minus 3 Newton meter. So that is the maximum torque which is acting. Which one is the right answer? Look at the second option. So second option is the right answer for this question number 18. Okay. Yes, let us move on to the next question. Question number 19, they're asking 2 points charges minus q plus q are located at a point 0 comma 0 comma minus a and 0 comma 0 comma plus a. It is like what you know, x comma y comma z. This is like x comma y comma z. Okay, respectively. The electric potential at 0 comma 0 comma z we need to find out. Let us take a simple diagram first. This is, let us take one axis. Okay, let us take one axis and let us take one more axis. Now I'll take this is x-axis, y-axis, and this is z-axis. I'm going to extend this one negative z-axis. Now, where are the charges are located now? See, x value 0, y value 0, and this value minus a. Means one charge is somewhere here. Okay, that is, let us say now minus q. And one charge is somewhere here, let us say plus q. Okay, this is 0 comma 0 comma a, and this is what now? 0 comma 0 comma minus a. Okay, these two located now. Now I need to find where now electric potential at where now z. So that I don't know. I'll take some point here. Some point here. Okay, p, let us say. So this is what now 0 comma 0 comma z. Now look at the distances now. This distance is how much? A. And this distance is like a. And this distance is like what now? This distance is like z. Now we can take like in on x-axis also we can take. So now we need to find where potential at this point. Potential, what type of point is scalar quantity? We should add up the potential. Now I will find out the potential at P due to negative charge. So potential due to negative charge is given by what formula? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught multiplied by charge, negative charge minus q divided by, from negative charge to this point P, how much distance is there? Here A is there, here Z is there. I'll take Z plus A. Similarly, potential due to positive charge, how much? It is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q divided by, see, look at distance I want from this point to this point. So it is what now? It will be total z, and here we should remove this one. It will become z minus c. So it will become z minus c. So we need to add up the potential. Total potential at point P is potential due to plus q charge plus potential due to minus q charge. So what is common? We take common. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is common and charge also common. So it will become what now? It will become, see here. First we take plus q charge at this value. 1 by z minus a. And here there is a negative sign in this, so it will become negative sign here. This positive and this negative become negative. 1 by z plus a. So it will become what now? Q by 4 pi epsilon naught multiplied by. So it will become what now? Taking LCM, z plus a minus z minus a divided by, it is z square minus a square. So this is become what now? Q by 4 pi epsilon naught multiplied by z plus a. See, if you simplify, what is going to cancel here? So we are going to cancel what? Z and z. A is going to add up, it will become 2 times of a. 2 times of a divided by, it will become z square minus a square. So which is the option now here? Look at the third option is there here. Okay, this can also be written as like this: 2qa divided by 4 pi epsilon naught multiplied by z square minus a square. So this is the answer, which is 3. Third answer here. Okay, so is that clear now? Is that clear? Can we move on to the next question now? Yes, let us move on to the next question now. Question number 20. Look at the question is given. A molecule with a dipole moment P. There are given a molecule with dipole moment P is placed on an electric, okay, in an electric field strength of E. So we took a dipole, its dipole moment is P, and we placed where now? In electric field, uniform electric field. Initially, the dipole is aligned parallel to electric field. Okay. If the dipole has to be, is to be rotated anti-parallel to the field, the work required by to be done by the external agency. Okay, like look at here, simple case it is. There is electric field is like this direction. So in this electric field, we are going to keep what now? A dipole. Okay, we know electric field is always what now? So this is positive end, this is negative end. So we are going to keep a dipole here. So the distance of dipole is not shown to you, but it's 2a. Okay. So this is here minus q charge, and here it is plus q charge. It is aligned now like this. Now I want to do what now? I want to rotate it. I want to rotate it what now? To make it as anti-parallel. Now what is the dipole moment direction? This direction dipole moment is there. That is P, and this is electric field. Angle is how much now? Theta is 0 degree. Now I need to make anti-parallel, right? So look at now new diagram. This is electric field. Electric field, we're not going to change anywhere. Electric field is as it is. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to rotate this dipole in such a way that it will become what now? Anti-parallel. So this is become plus q charge, and this is become minus q charge, and a dipole moment in this direction. And electric field in the direction, theta become 180 degree. Let us take this is theta 1 and this is theta 2. Now what is the formula for work done in rotating a dipole? Work done in rotating a dipole. Okay, that is given by what formula? It is given by P E into cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2. Okay, this is when we take a dipole, when we're rotating a dipole like this, we take a electric field. In this electric field, we keep a dipole and we start rotating the dipole. The derivation, if you do, you're going to get work done formula like this. And usually we take convention as theta 1 equal to 90 degree. Okay, theta 1 equal to 90 degree. Theta 2 equal to theta. We get work done will be shown as our potential energy minus PE cos theta we get. Now here we are not going for that. We are going directly from theta 1 to theta 2. So theta 1 is what now? PE we need to find out. Okay, not given. So let us write PE as it is. Cos theta 1, theta is how much? 0 degree, right? So cos 0 degree minus cos theta 2, it is how much now? 180 degree. So it will become what now? PE cos 0 degree is 1, right? Minus cos 180 degree become what now? Minus 1. Because we know the value of cos 180 degree, that is equal to minus 1. It will become what now? P times of, okay, PE multiplied by 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, right? It will become 2 times of PE. So there is a fourth option is correct. Then work done in rotating a dipole from parallel to its anti-parallel, how much now it will become? 2 times of P times of E. Okay, that is the correct answer. So is that clear? So that is question number 20. Move on to the next question now. Look at here. The question number 21 is asking, there are two charges, 3.2 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb minus 3.2 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb are placed 2.4 angstrom apart. So this is a dipole case again now. An electric dipole, okay, so it is placed in the uniform electric field of intensity 4 into 10 power 5 volt per meter. This is electric field. Now we need to find the dipole moment we need to find. Okay, look at now we need to find the relation here. What relation we need to find? Relation between a charge, a distance we know already. That is P equal to Q times of 2E. Okay, we know this one already. And it's going to place in what now? Uniform electric field. So this electric field is given. Okay, let us check now. P equal to Q. Charge is any one of these two, right? But in magnetic we should take, it will become 3.2 into 10 power minus 19 into 2m is distance. How much distance apart? 2.4. So it is 2.4 into 10 power minus 10 because they given angstrom. Angstrom means 10 power minus 10 meter. So if you multiply this one, you get what now? 7.68 into 10 power minus 29 Coulomb meter. So answer is what now? This is the answer. Third option is answer because here look at now. Fourth option is not correct because look at the power is 10 power minus 19 is there. Did we use here electric field? No, sir, we didn't use electric field, but we have done directly like this. Okay, so this is what now? This is about the question number 21. Okay, next. Look at the next question now. The potential at the origin is zero. Potential at the origin where? Zero it is. Due to the electrostatic field is given here, E is given. The potential at point P, we need to find out, that is 2, 2. It is like X, 1. Okay, the electric field is given to us. We need to find this one. Can you find the position vector now? Okay, if you find the position vector, it will be easy, right? So let us look at the position vector. It will position vector will given by what now? That is R equal to 2 I cap plus 2 j cap. How did you get this one? Because simple thing we know that is R is given by X I cap plus Y j cap. Like this we got R. That is, let us take R2. R1 is what now? Potential at origin is 0. So R1 is 0, 0. R1 is just 0. So dr become what now? Dr become, this is just 2I plus 2j. So that is dr we got to know. So potential difference between where and where? The origin at the point. The potential difference between the point P minus origin is equal to negative times of, okay, negative times of what now? Electric field multiplied by displacement. Okay, whenever you want to integrate, that time you can take integration whenever there is an integration part is required, or else not required now. So the potential at origin is 0. So potential at P minus origin is 0 minus, here electric field is how much is given? 20 I cap plus 30 j cap dot, this is 2 I cap plus 2 j cap. Multiplication of vector method, like 2 into 20, it will become what now? Minus that is outside. It will become 40. I dot I become 1 because we know the relations. I dot I become 1. J dot J become 1. K dot K become 1. But if you look at I dot J become 0. I dot K also become 0. And J dot K also become 0. So only I'm going to multiply first term like this. I'm not going to multiply 2I and 30J because it's already we know I dot J becomes 0. So here plus is there. And this one will become what now? 60 J cap, not J cap, just 60. Because this to here. So it will become what now? It will become minus 100. So second option is correct answer. It will become how much? Minus 100 volt. Okay. So always remember this formula, E equal to minus dV by dx or dr, whatever you're taking. And again, V minus VA equal to integration negative sign from A to B E dot, okay, E dx, E dot dx. So if you taken B by A and you should take A to B. Okay, so these two are playing very important role in finding because many questions will be appearing in this case. Okay, if the given you necessary is there, integrated. Here integration is not necessary. I'm not going to take that integration now. Okay, that's the thing. Look at now next question. Question number 23. They're asking that a two conducting sphere of radius R1 and R2. There are two conducting sphere of radius how much? R1 R2 at same potential. Potential is same. So potential of first sphere is must be equal to potential of second sphere. The electric intensity on their surface are in the ratio of the asking. Okay, so since electric potential is same, then can we say electric field is proportional to distance? Because we know already electric field is given by minus dV by dr. So as I told you, if dV is constant, a difference in potential or potential is constant, then I can say electric field is proportional to 1 by dr. Dr nothing but what distance, right? So I can take now for first one, E1 is 1 by R1. So E2 is what now? E2 is proportional to 1 by R2 based on this equation. Okay. So now I need to find the ratio of electric intensity. If I find E1 by E2, since they're inversely proportional, it will become R2 by R1. So which option is correct? Many of you will confuse now. Sir, electric field is proportional to 1 by R square. No, sir. That is for what? No, sir. And point charge. But it is what, sir? It is two conducting spheres, sir. Okay, that's the reason you're not going to use this one. You need to use. So this is the answer. Question number 23. Is it clear? Question number 23 is clear to you? Can you move on to the next question? Yes. Look at this question. Question number 24. Two concentric metallic spheres of radius much R1 and R2, where condition is given the radius of second one is greater than first one. If the charge given to outer surface is Q1 and the inner surface is grounded. Okay, to the outer surface sphere is what given, charge is Q1, Q, and inner one is grounded here, already shown in the diagram. Okay, then the charge on the inner sphere Q dash is how much? We need to find the value of Q dash. Q dash means what now? It is charge on an inner sphere. Charge on inner sphere, we need to find out. See one thing, since the second one is connected to ground, ground is at what potential? Potential of a ground is always zero, right? Means the inner sphere must be what potential now? Zero potential point. Yes or no? Inner sphere must be what now? Inner sphere having potential what now? Must be zero. Now that inner sphere is where it is? Inside the outer sphere. As we know, the electric potential inside always remains constant. How much it is? It is equal to on its surface. How much it is on the surface will be there now? That much will be there. So then I can write now the potential of the inner sphere, that is first sphere, and that is the second sphere. First sphere is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught times of charge given outer sphere, right? Q, but distance is how much? R2 it is R2 plus. Second, I don't know what a charge is there here. So let us take this Q dash that is given, because we need to find out Q dash divided by it's the distance is how much now? It's the distance is R1. Sir, because we are taking with reference to one, sir, first sphere. Sir, if I take reference to second sphere, the here inside this R2 will become again. Now this must be equal to 0 because it is connected to ground, because ground potential is 0. Now this 1 by 4 pi will come here. It will become what now? Q by R2 plus Q dash by R1 must be equal to 0. If you send this side, it will become what now, students? Q dash by R1 is must be equal to minus Q by R2. Now we want Q dash, right? So Q dash equal to what now? R. Okay, this is R2. It is R2 by R1 into Q with negative sign. So this is the answer. So third option is correct. Okay, always remember one thing here. One point I want to tell you now here. That point is, let us take now some spheres. Let us sphere 1, sphere 2, sphere 3, 1, 2, 3. Now its sphere radius is A, its sphere radius is B, its sphere radius is C. Now, whenever you're finding the potential at first, second, third, you always keep in mind that whether that sphere is inside or outside. So if I find the potential due to this, potential into first sphere, let us say V1 is given by what now? So it is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into So let us take charge Q1, Q2, Q3. It is Q1 by A plus Q2 by B plus Q3 by C. Okay, but if I find the potential of the second sphere, so look at now here, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, difference will come here. So for second sphere, charge is what now? Q2, and the potential of the second sphere on its surface and inside is remain same or different? Tell me. So as we know the electric field formula also, as electric field is 0 inside a sphere, then potential must become what now? Potential must become constant inside the sphere. Constant means how much it is? That is equal to surface potential. Surface potential. Surface potential, how much is there now? The same potential over there. Okay, so using that concept, we need to simplify. Then the potential of the inner sphere, outer, okay, C will be, we need to simplify. So like these questions will come. So one question I'll discuss related to this later class. Okay, like how this V2 is going to find and V3 is going to find. We're going to discuss that. Okay, we'll do that some later when we see the numerical. I think the next numerical will be there. Okay, let us see. Okay, if it is there, we do that one. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So this question is clear now. How did we get the relation here? This relation. Okay. Yes. Okay, students. We'll stop the session here.